My fellow Scouters, as we approach another period of registration, let me first take this opportunity to thank you for your support, your service, and the effort you gave over the past year. 2020 has been a year so far of many challenges, a year that has seen the whole world turned upside down. Schools and businesses have been closed, persons have lost their jobs, and we are looking at a second consecutive quarter of economic recession in many countries. These are difficult times. These are times of great uncertainty. The Scout Association of Jamaica continues to support the work and effort of all its members as you seek to improve the lives of young people across the island. Adult leaders continue to provide our young people with opportunities to engage in activities that will keep them productive and involved. Through your effort, we are creating disciplined, focused, and respectable young people for our society. Indeed, you are a key part of this family we call the Scout Association of Jamaica. Again, I say thank you. As we continue to discuss and analyze the possibility of restarting our program in what I would want to think is a usual way, we are confronted with many challenges. Most of our groups, especially our cub packs, are in schools. The Ministry of Education has put forward a number of possible ways that schools may be reopened this year. However, so far none of these methods have spoken definitively to extracurricular activities. Some schools have taken upon themselves to explicitly state that there will be no extracurricular activities, at least for the first term. In these cases, we know that face-to-face interaction between scouts and their leaders may not be possible. However, where schools have not explicitly stated no extracurricular activity, I am asking you to consult with your school administrators if there may be a scaled down face-to-face interaction with the kids. Speak with your district commissioners and advise them if this is a possibility so that they can move forward with their planning. I know this is difficult for many of you. It's difficult for me to ask you to meet with your kids in a face-to-face manner when I know that many of you may have underlying conditions or members of your family have underlying conditions. It would be unfair and unreasonable for me to dictate to you to meet face-to-face with your Cubs and Scouts. Therefore, it is up to each leader to make the decision whether he or she wants to meet face-to-face. What I am asking is that we continue with our scouting activities one way or the other. If schools are saying no extracurricular activities, verify with the administration if it is possible to have virtual meetings. You must also be in a position to facilitate these virtual meetings with your kids. These meetings may not be the same as your face-to-face meetings. You may have to adopt a different way of reaching your kids and working with them. What we want is to have a situation where the children are continuously being active and they are progressing in their scouting knowledge and skills and improving their general attitude to citizenship. I know that for you to work in this way, you will need resources, and there are plans in the pipeline to provide resources. Maybe the resource that I am thinking of are not the resource that you are thinking of. We can, however, work together, help each other to move the association forward. All I'm asking is that you give me some indication of the type of resource that you want. Is it a book? Is it some other material? Is it training? You tell us what you need, and we will be sure to try as best as possible to facilitate that. Now, I want you to also bear in mind that the association is not in a position where financial resources are readily available. However, we do have friends. We have friends who are more than willing to help us, but we need to prepare a budget, and this budget must be prepared as soon as possible so that we can give them enough time to prepare their own budget, so that when they make a decision to help us or not, it won't be too late. Organizations such as C.B. Facey Foundation, the Social Development Commission, the Ministries of Education and the Ministry of Security, and other individuals and organizations have assisted us in the past and are willing to do so, especially at this time. We only need to ensure that there is proper accountability for the financial or any other type of assistance they may give. I want to talk a little bit about registration. The annual registration is due on the 1st of September. There will be no increase in the registration fee for this year. Each Scout, Cub Scout, Venture Scout, Rover, and adult leader will continue to pay their usual $500. Commissioners, however, are asked to pay $1,000. Members of the local association and members of the executive are also being asked to pay $1,000 each. There will be a payment plan for members who are youth and adult. This payment plan will be as such: $200 initially and $100 each month until the total fee is paid. For commissioners and members of the LA and the executive, it's $200 per month until the total has been paid. Anyone who wishes to pay everything at once can do so. Now, the district commissioner will receive a link that will be used to enter the information for persons being registered. This link can be sent to individual leaders. Only leaders and commissioners are to complete this form. Please do not send it to the parents complete. The Scout Shop is open for business. However, we ask that our orders are made before you visit the Scout Shop. You may make your order at the website www.jamaicascoutshop.org. That's www.jamaicascoutshop.org. The first activity on our list is the National Leaders Conference, which is scheduled for October 30 and 31. The conference this year will take a hybrid format. It will be held online and face-to-face, starting from Friday in the evening and ending on Saturday in the afternoon. District commissioners are reminded to prepare the report for the conference. You will receive a template to complete the report. These reports will be compiled in the usual conference folder and distributed to participants, both in soft and hard copy. The venue for the conference will be the Scout Headquarters on 2B Camp Road. All participants must pay the annual registration fee before they register for the conference. All participants are asked to make a small contribution of $1,000 if you're joining virtually, or $1,500 if you're joining face-to-face. Registration forms will be made available at the end of September. I know that we are a resourceful, imaginative, and resilient set of people. We will find a way to ensure our youngsters benefit from Scouting without it being watered down. We will improve on what we have, and we will become stronger. Scouting have weathered 2 world wars, dictatorships, scandals, and bankruptcies. Each time we take the lessons learned and strengthen our resolve. Let us work together. we are being called again to work together, to do all that we can to get through this crisis. Why? Because we're scouts. And as scouts, we have courage in all difficulties. As always, let's keep the activities going.